you are genuinely targeted, focused on, watched, preyed on, gang-stalked, hated on, slandered, disrespected, all these things. It's probably because you're chosen for something. Nobody on earth is chosen for the exact same reasons. We're all chosen for different things, but when you choose God, when God chooses you, when you decide to move differently, when you live life the way you really should instead of the Matrix type life, you will set yourself apart from so many people, from so many things. There will still be people on earth who love you. There's still people on earth who cherish you, who look at you as the best thing on earth. But you'll have many enemies, many haters. And most likely, when you were a TI target individual, the majority of the world is not going to accept you. When you were chosen by God, most of the world is not going to accept you. And think about it like this. I'm going to make it make sense. Look at the world we're living in today. Look at society. Society is a mess. So if you do things the right way, don't expect everybody to love you. You're going to get love. You're going to get love from the real ones. But don't expect the whole world to love you. Don't expect everybody to clap for you, cheer for you. It ain't going to happen. In fact, the opposite will happen. There's a lot of schmucks in the world today, isn't there? Of course. So a lot of these people are going to go against you. And deep down in their cores, they know you were set apart. They know you were doing the right things. And they know they are making many errors in their own life. So most of the world, which is most of these people, are not going to accept you. Which is why I make this video. To let you know. Target individuals are chosen by God and will not be accepted by the world. They will never be accepted by the world. Keep getting better and better and better and better and better, and keep improving the quality of a person that you really are. And you will see that it only gets worse for those types of people. They'll never clap for you. They'll never be happy for you. They'll never wish you well. They're straight mad, straight envious. They can't help it. They know you got the juice. They know you're doing things the right way. So don't expect anything good from those people, because it's never going to happen. When you set yourself apart, you set yourself apart for a reason. You're making a conscious choice. You're making a very conscious choice to do it. Those people, bro, are not even trustworthy. When you come to understand this, bro, I swear to God, I've talked to so many people. One-on-one calls, consultations, that are going through a time where it's like they're having such a hard time with the cutoff phase. They're having such a hard time of completely leaving some people behind. And I know what that's like. But to me, I reached a point and I felt so betrayed, because I was. I felt it so strongly to the point where I now literally have given 0 Fs about letting go, about pushing away, distancing myself, and elevating to the top. It was nothing for me to do that. And some people that I speak with have such a hard time of making that cutoff because they don't want to feel overly judged. They don't want to feel that weird. They don't want to feel different. They kind of want to fit in, but they still want to do what they do and whatever. It's not the way it works. If you continue on with your life and you continue to get better, there will be a cutoff. There will be a cutoff. You will set yourself apart. 100%. And most of those people are not going to want to accept it. They're not going to want to accept you. And that's on them. You have to continue to even set the bar higher and higher and higher and set yourself apart even more. You have to make that decision to go all out, to go full on. That's why I always preach to you guys, get your people and dip. Because that's all it's going to be. Most of the shit people deal with on a daily basis, most people who it seems like they have like 100 or hundreds of friends, really have zero. And they don't learn this till later on in life. They don't learn this into their later 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, even 40s, some people. No one on earth has a whole bunch of people, bro. Nobody. Nobody on earth is close with that many people. It doesn't exist. And the lost souls, the lost people in this world, are the ones who think that. We all have such individual lives. There's no such thing as hundreds or thousands of friends. There's no such thing of any of that. It doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination. You think that way, bro. When I was in high school, I literally thought I had hundreds of friends. I'm cool with all these people. They all like me, etc., etc. Come to realize all these people were fakes. And then you realize the truth and you realize what actually is. So when you set yourself apart, you're doing yourself right. You doing yourself right. Some people's going to act like you're doing them wrong. Oh my God. How dare he set himself apart? How dare she go higher than me? They're panicking, bruh. They're living in fear. They don't want you to do that. They want to shame you to make you feel bad for actually elevating in life because they refuse to elevate in life. They refuse to do better. These are the shamers. So the faster you set yourself apart, the better. That's what I came to understand. The game I used to play when I was younger was wrong. Very wrong. It was about these pleasures. It was about getting high. It was about having some drinks. It's about having some laughter with the guys, and it's about getting with the prettier girls. It's all very temporary. Sure, there's some fun in it, but guess what? It don't last. It's not real. It don't last a lifetime. There's no loyalty in that stuff. It all fizzles out real quick. And I don't take nothing back personally that I've ever done in my life because it made me learn so much. And there was some fun times. There were some very painful times, but I learned so much. And it's made me into who I am. There's certain things on earth that we have to see. Some things that we see are going to be very heartbreaking. Some situations that we come to realize about the truth is going to be very unpleasant. Some things are going to be very tough to take in. But the thing is, some people continue to live the way they think this is right, but deep down they know it's not. You can't be that person. When you know the truth, you have to set yourself apart. When you know the truth, you have to start living the right way. Get very creative. Be the person you know you're supposed to be. Bro, I know people right now who are making tremendous improvements, and guess what? When you self-improve in life, it's going to get really ugly first. It's going to get really ugly first before it gets pretty. But in the end, it's going to be real pretty. It's real tough at first. In fact, you even look worse for a little bit. When you're self-improving, bro, you think you're losing your damn mind. You're not who you are no more. Things don't look right. When you start from the bottom at your journey, you don't look good because you're at the bottom. You're trying new things. You're starting new things. It's very messy. It don't look good. You look weird to others. To me, I know a real one when he starts his journey. To me, it don't look weird. I understand what this person is doing. I know people right now, bro, youngings, who are starting their journey. They might look not so great, but they're doing the right things, and they're going to learn as they go. But they are still so far ahead of everybody else who thinks they're doing the right thing. That's the thing. Most people don't take the time to really humble themselves and step back to do the right things in life. They don't. When you do it, you look foolish at first to others. To me, I know what it is, so I don't think it's foolish. Yeah, you might not be in the perfect state of mind. Things might be messy. I get that. I'm not going to shame you for it. I'm not going to think you're stupid because of it. I get it, bro. I get what it's like to be at the beginning stages of your life. I get what it's like for some people to not think you're so good when you really are. You're just doing what it takes. They're not even willing to do that. You're so far ahead of them. You're so much more brave, more courageous, more ambitious, more willing, less fearful. It takes a set of balls, it takes a set of cojones to really do the things you're supposed to do in life. And things take time to marinate. Things take time to cook. You don't flip a piece of meat on the grill and take it straight back off as soon as you put it on. Yeah, it's done. No. You let it sit. You let it steam. You flip. You change heats. You flip. You change heats. You flip. You season. You flip. You season again. It takes time. And if you know what you're doing, things will get done. And the end result will be tremendous. But just know, guys, when you are a TI, a target individual, when you are chosen by God, you will not be accepted by most of this world, because most of the world can't accept reality. Most of the world cannot even accept them damn selves. How are they going to accept you when you are constantly moving forward in life and they're not? They can't. So don't expect them to. Make the cutoff and be proud you did. And even if you're not proud right now, you will be. You're going to know you made the right decision. Because guess what? That matrixy life that everybody's in, it's very cold, it's very dark, it's very not real. Everyone in it is so very fleeting. Friendships are almost meaningless. Even relationships in the matrix are meaningless. It always ends. People don't have goals. People don't even know what they're doing. They feel like they should, and all of a sudden it ends because that wasn't the right move. It wasn't the right one. So when you make the cutoff, you're doing what God wants you to do. You're making the right decisions. That's what has to happen. That's what must happen. And you know, I'm so far ahead of my journey. I know a real one when I see them. I know for a fact. Every single person who starts their journey, I know what you're about to go on. And I tell all my guys what is going on. I tell all my guys what to expect. There's not many people who can tell you what to expect. There's not many people that's been there that's done that. There's not many people. But the ones that has been there, done that, they have the experience. whenever I was on my journey in my life, I barely had any advice. I had actually zero advice from anybody I knew. Any advice I got was over the likes of YouTube, like you guys watch my channel. I would see other people. I would take inspiration from others. I could relate to so many multimillionaire successful people. Their stories were very similar to mine. How I started, how things were going. When they started, how things were going. There's very, 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 very successful people in this world that our lives almost have been the same up to this point where I'm at right now. And it just keeps continuing. And it keeps going and it keeps going. It's actually quite creepy how similar some of the stories actually were. But you guys get the point. You have to be bold. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know you are the one. You have to. There's going to be that something. And it's not even about making yourself feel that way. There will be something inside of you that you just know. And I told a few of my guys that I know in real life where I come from. I told a few of my guys that it was this way with me. Some people ask, why didn't you go to school? Why didn't you go to college? Why didn't you go to university? And I told them because I knew there was something for me. And sometimes I even thought I knew what it was, but it wasn't that, but there was something else. I just knew. It was that confidence. It's that I know for a fact type of confidence. So when you have that, you'll be unstoppable. You just have to keep going. And like I said, it's going to get ugly first before it gets pretty. But it will turn out real, real pretty in the end. So last thing, don't expect the world. Don't expect your surroundings to accept you, because they're not. You might reach a certain point where people cannot deny you, and that's the point you will get to. But don't expect everybody to accept you. You need to accept you. You need to accept this is who you are. This is how your life is going. No turning back. You're going full force into the life you're supposed to live. You're going full force into that world. That's who you are. That's where you're going. That is what it is. Period.